Example number 2, we have f of x lies between 2 minus x squared and sine 2x over x. We will use the sandwich theorem to find limit f of x. So, as usual, we have to find limit of 2 minus x squared, which is the left limit of 2 minus x squared when x tends to 0. Substitute here x equals 0, so the final answer is 2. And the right limit, the limit of sine 2x over x when x tends to 0. You know that sine 2x over x when x tends to 0 equals 2. So the right limit and left limit are equal, which means that limit of the interior function f of x when x tends to 0 equals 2. This is number 1. Number 2, find limit of root 3 f of x plus 5x minus 2 when x tends to 0. Here you can substitute x equals 0 and limit f of x from the previous step equals 2. So the final answer is root 3 times 2 plus 5 times 0 minus 2. So the final answer is 6 minus 2 for root 4, which is 2. Example number 3. Find limit x squared sine 1 over x when x tends to 0 using the sandwich theorem. You know that the sine function lies between negative 1 and 1, so the minimum value is negative 1 and the maximum value is 1. Sine 1 over x is bounded between negative 1 and 1, so the minimum value is negative 1 and the maximum value is 1. But we need x squared sine 1 over x, so you have to multiply each term here by x squared. So we have negative x squared sine 1 over x squared. Now the left limit, which is limit negative x squared when x tends to 0, which is 0, and limit x squared, the right limit, which is limit of x squared when x tends to 0 as well, so the final answer is 0. So the two limits are equal, so the middle function, the interior function x squared sine 1 over x, its limit when x tends to 0 equals 0.